This is a one-man sneaking mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP.
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Howdy, howdy. Sorry for the delay. Syrup is losing her mind. She's completely unglued. What the Syrup doing? I don't know. She's just been in a mood. She's been in a mood. She's doing this fun new thing that I'm not like super enjoying, and I'm trying to figure out what the solution is. She's been doing this fun new thing where I can't tell, like she's done this before. So she has a thing that she's done for a long time where sometimes if we're snuggling on the couch or something, and then I decide, oh, I'm not gonna disturb her, and I get up and I go to bed, and then she wakes up and I'm not there, she'll freak out. And she'll start like yelling and screaming until I come get her. So she's done that for a long time. But now she has a fun new thing, and I don't know if it's because of her like encroaching blindness, but like she always snuggles me as I'm falling asleep and she's falling asleep. Like we love snuggling in bed, and she's pretty much never not there when I'm going to bed, because I go like and she comes in and we snuggle and I fall asleep. But she does this new thing now where even if we fall asleep together like that, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and she'll just be hollering. And I'm like, I know we fell asleep together because I learned my lesson from your past behaviors, and now I'm unclear why you're yelling and screaming. So I don't know if it's because like
weapons disposal facility
if it's because of the blindness, if she's like getting up to drink water or go to the bathroom or something, and then she like loses her way back and needs me to call out to her. I don't know, like she'll just be yelling and it wakes me up and I go, honey, and then she finds her way back in and falls asleep on top of me again. So like it seems as soon as I make smoochy noises, it resolves itself, but she's woken me up in the middle of the night pretty much like every night for the past like 5 days, and I'm starting to get like, oh honey, mommy has to drive.
Secondly,
I do have nightlight. Yeah, I bought a bunch of nightlights so that she could use them for wayfinding, because that's what the vet suggested. So I have nightlights like all over. I have a ton of them. And they're everywhere, and I've been leaving some of the lights on even at night. Like I leave like a hall light on just so that like her transition space is well lit and everything. But, so I don't know why she's getting so upset. I don't know. I hope this is like just a phase, because she's not letting me sleep. But yeah, she's in a mood today. I was supposed to work, well, I was supposed to go to a meeting really early, and I made an excuse and I took it as a call from home because she was like so upset. It's so crazy, and I was like, I have a thing. I'll do this on a call. Just phone me in.
Sniper wolf.
And she's just sitting there like, yay.
Sharpshooter. Decoy octopus. Master of disguise.
But then I made sure I got her sleeping. I got her sleeping in her cave, and then I snuck out. And then the second I came home, she started hollering.
And finally, in charge
and I was like, okay. Okay, I think you need a smidge of snuggles before I hop on stream, and then you start wailing in the background. Her gamer cave. Wear a sock for a week straight so she has a beacon back to your room at all times. I was like, I was trying to figure, I was discussing this with my coworkers today. I was like, what do I do? I was like, do I, like, I can't just like tie a string between her water bowl and my bed for her to follow. I can't like put a collar on her and put it on like a, what's it called? A zip line. So that she can't wander away and get lost.
As always, this is a one-man sneaking.
And they were like, well,
Weapons and
they're like, I suppose you're just gonna,
yes.
you're just gonna
This
have
is a
to,
top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
just stop sleeping. Make sure that you're with your cat at all times. And I'm like, damn, I wish. Yeah, I can put her on a little, she doesn't like collars. Yeah, I have to sleep in her litter box room. She doesn't like collars. She wore collars when I first met her. When I moved in. When I started renting the room for my coworker. In SoCal, and that's where I met her. She always wore a collar, even though she was a totally indoor cat, and I was like, oh, that's really cute. Like, I don't think I've ever had a cat that wanted to wear a collar before. And I realized that she wore a collar begrudgingly, and I think in some part because I spoiled her all the time and let her get away with everything, she just started ripping her collar off and hiding it random places. And my roommate would always find it and put it back on her, and then she would rip it off and hide it somewhere else. But then when she moved in with me permanently, I was like, you don't need a collar. You can be naked, I don't care. Be free. Live your life. You can't be tamed. Alright, so I saved, like, as Metal Gear Rex was coming at me, because we were in a situation. We were in a situation where I had D&D, and we were trying to raid into Quinn. And so I panicked, and I called Mei Ling, and she was like, I can't help you here, but you can save. So I saved. Yeah, I got double rated. So I don't actually know where it's gonna load me back into, because I have noticed that when I save, it just kind of puts me at what seems to be like kind of a predetermined position. So I don't know if it's gonna put me like right at the beginning of the fight, but I guess we'll see. Double rainbow. I felt so bad. I'm the worst. We will read the mission log. Maybe that'll give us a hint. Snake, tricked by Liquid, enters the detonation code. Snake. What a snake commas here. Snake, mad at the fact that he has been used, is told by Liquid of an even more shocking fact. The Pentagon's goal from the beginning was to assassinate the terrorists and others involved with the virus HOWDY, carried by Snake, to hide the facts about the development of Metal Gear. Liquid also tells Snake that they are twins. While Snake is shocked from what he has been told, Liquid finally starts controlling Metal Gear. Wow, it is really just gonna drop me right into the fight. Alright, let's take a deep breath. I remember this fight really beat my ass the first time. Oh god, yeah, I'm right here. Got them tootsies. So what do I have? Oh dear. What do I have? I remember stinger missiles were good on this one. Uh-oh. Does it not let you do the, Oh, that did it. Oh, okay. Okay, I figured it out. I've been trying to ghost babble looking kind of different. I've been trying to figure this out for a while. So, on the OG, you tap the shoulder button to equip and quick unequip. And I've been doing that and getting frustrated that it's not working. You actually don't push the shoulder button all the way down. You have to only push it half of the way down for it to work. Interesting. Oh, Christ. Well, I mean, at least I figured out something, you know? It's that thing, right? Maybe I should equip her. Just put on my gas mask. I should equip some body armor. I swear it was the shoulder blade. Oh, he shoots. He shoots. I don't have the shoulder. I do like that the camera adjusts when he shoots the missiles. So that was one thing that was really hard in the Vulcan Raven fight. That's actually gonna hit. Was the it's aiming at the wrong thing. Ah! The Vulcan Raven fight being that was I think that was easier than my first go.
Did that do it?
I think I didn't know the strats. But I remember this next part was way more ass beating.
Damn!
Damn! God, he's so cool.
Nice try, Snake!
I want to build his model. Oh no.
Hurry! Get away!
Oh, we can actually see his face here.
Gray Fox! A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat. So it is you. You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
Get his ass.
I'll send you back to hell!
I've been really in my Metal Gear mood today. I just spent all day listening to like different covers of like different versions of the theme.
Fox, why? What do you want from me? I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me. Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you. Naomi. You're the only one who can stop her. No, I can't. Why? Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. Oh, I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me.
What is Rex doing
I
back?
raised her like she was my own blood, to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother. Fox. Outwardly, we may have seemed like contented brother and sister, but every time I looked into her eyes, I trembled with fear. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it. There you are!
Did you not know you were back?
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving. Fox!
Every single thing made after the Matrix. is so iconic. Jesus. He's fine. God.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds,
We use Royal Harriers! Fox!
how strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
A cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal! He destroyed the radome.
I should have called Otacon. 'Cause I think he talks about the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox.
I'll call him now.
But now you're finished!
Now, fire the stinger!
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now, in front of you, I can finally die.
I don't remember if I was supposed to shoot.
After Zanzibar land, I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally end.
I'll never see it coming.
Die! Fox!
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least, I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Fox! Foolish man.
You don't have to scrape it around.
When death is entreated, the battle is decided. You see, you can't protect anyone. Not even yourself.
Let me call Otacon now, because I remembered the shoulder thing in the first part.
I saw it in President Baker's top secret files.
Rex has a free electron laser mounted on its belly. It's a laser weapon that discharges a laser beam into an electron beam that's been accelerated using giant magnets. It can generate an incredible amount of energy, pretty close to 100 megawatts. That's 10 times greater than any other laser out there.
Do you think Master Miller has any advice?
If Rex steps on you, it'll be all over. Be very careful when he gets close.
Okay, please no steppy.
Rex is equipped with anti-tank missiles on both of his knees. They're a laser semi-active homing type that doesn't use wires. The shooter uses a laser illuminator to bounce a laser beam off the target. After that, the missile uses the light reflected off the target to home in on it. Fortunately, the missiles are tipped with heat rounds and not anti-personnel warheads. But if they hit you directly, you'll be sorry. Be careful.
You'll be sorry. I can't remember whether it's this one.
The railgun uses magnetism to fire projectiles. By perfecting the process of shell acceleration, the railgun is able to fire a projectile with a muzzle velocity of over 100 kilometers per second. It was originally going to be used as part of SDI to shoot down enemy ICBMs outside the atmosphere. It's ironic that now it's going to be used to deliver a nuclear warhead.
I can't remember whether it's this one or... I remember in... near the end of MGS2, where you fight all the Metal Gears, like the wave of Metal Gears. I remember I had to bait out them opening their mouth, but I don't remember if I have to like bait out something here, if I have to wait for it to like do or open something.
Rex is the first actual prototype model. But they've been doing virtual prototyping for a while now. They pop it into a VR simulation while it's still in the design phase. That way they can make improvements to the design while testing it under all sorts of simulated conditions. So even though it's a prototype, it's extremely well designed. Be careful.
If you do say so yourself, baby boy.
Rex is the first actual prototype.
Okay, same thing. Alright. Well, we'll give it a go. Let's see what I can see. Yippee! Okay. So where did that come from? He does have a mouth. Wait, oh, Liquid is he just sitting there in the mouth? Ooh, frick. Get up, son. Run. What's this? I don't know if I need a chaff grenade. So he's got the knee missiles that are kind of annoying. Nope, locked onto the wrong one. Ugh. I got him though. I can't see shit. No, your mouth, please. Mouth! Please, mouth. You call Master Miller. He's like, are you kidding me?
Snake! I'll crush you into dust!
I do love how Rex screams. It's so cool. It's slow. He's doing the Sephiroth walk.
Sleeping late as usual, eh, Snake?
Liquid, you're still alive.
Do you know Big
I
Chungus?
won't die, as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Big Chungus.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Bugs Bunny.
Fighting?
The
What are
Looney
you really
Tunes character.
after?
The restoration of the era when warriors such as us lived as we should.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict shall breed conflict, new hatreds will arise, and our own biosphere shall steadily expand.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't that reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing, that's why.
What?
I was
Are
non-lethal.
you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face as you delivered the coup de grace. Oh, it reflected such vitality.
You're wrong.
There is a killer inside.
I don't know that I ever used the
You
promise
don't
on
have
people.
to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created.
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was a man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Same.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So, it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The genome soldiers. They too are his progeny. carrying on his genetic legacy. But unlike us, they carry it digitally. With the completion of the Human Genome Project in the last century, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted using gene therapy into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing right and left are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome Soldiers?
They are misshapen creatures, artificially produced from Father's genetic pattern. They are our blood brothers, and they were born of many an ultimate sacrifice.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments. Huh? 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to pesticides and radiation from depleted uranium rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First, they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just to cover up the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the Genome Soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We're on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory?
Yes, sir!
Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem, signs of symmetry. So do I, as do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? Because it increases the chances that shared genes will be transmitted to future generations. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. That we will help our blood relatives is inscribed in our very genes.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then, I'm going to go beyond, in order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you. Look behind you.
Meryl?
She's alive! I didn't kill her. Allegedly.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. poor girl kept calling your name.
Merle.
Stupid woman.
Merle.
Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name?
I have a name.
No. We have no past, no future. If we did, our fate is nothing but what is determined in the genes we inherited from our father.
Let Merle go.
As soon as we finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about HOWDY.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me!
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about HOWDY. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence, along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop
Is
the nuclear
that
strike.
good?
How?
I may be only a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You'd better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. Huh? What are you doing?
Snake!
Mei-Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it!
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty.
It's him.
This is the Secretary of Defense,
Yes,
Jim Houseman.
Jim
Go
Houseman.
back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he is a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
The President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Damn it! You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone!
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
Say its
I don't
name,
have it.
Donald?
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. You're just the lingering ghost
what my
of a
chat
system
says
that
to
is no
me.
more. Well, do try to get along in the time you have left before the bomb.
Oh, there's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. I shall nullify you and your genes, and I will take them all back. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? This will be the time limit for our final battle. When death comes for this girl, this nuclear module shall vanish from this world as well. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end.
I will, but not with her. God!
And if you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it'll kill even you. How about you, Snake?
I can't believe Sigurd's name is Donald.
Why is there snakes?
Is that a Donald? Ah, shit!
What's wrong, Snake?
Whoa, not again!
Better hurry! It's going to blow!
There we go. New Virtua Fighter looking kind of wild. I was doing my Donald voice. Did I tell you guys about the, when I think it was like back in September, when I had to go on one of my work trips, me and my coworker that I went with, we had to like leave our luggage at one of those convenience stores that like keeps luggage behind the counter. And the dude who owned the convenience store was like this, like, old, vaguely Eastern European man, and he talked to my coworker totally normally, but to me, he would only talk to me in a Donald Duck voice. And my coworker was like, I can't figure out why he talks to me like a normal person. And the second he sees you, he's like, what's your
What's wrong, Snake?
Yeah, he is. He's not like as aggro. I mean, he's occasionally aggro, but I feel like he was much more aggro in the PS1 version. I'm really giving him the business this time. He speaks the language of the gods.
You're out of time.
You're out of time. He was like, wow,
and I was like,
hurry.
Okay. What just happened? And then my coworker would be like, how much is that gonna be? And he would be like, $17.50. And then I would be like, thank you, and he'd be like, no, damn it! There we go. It's because of all your recessive memes. Rip. Liquid!
Meryl. Meryl.
Wait, is she actually dead? That's my bad. Sorry, little lady, but I want my yaoi ending.
Forgive me. I gave in to my fear. I gave in to my pain. I sold your life to save my own. I'm a loser. I'm not the hero you thought I was. I'm nothing. Meryl, I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Meryl can't forgive anyone anymore.
Jesus.
Otacon.
She's gone, Snake.
Sorry, Meryl.
Because of me.
I guess blaming yourself makes it easier, huh? Focusing on that will keep you from thinking about her death.
What the hell do you know? Meryl's dead. I lost.
So, are you gonna stay here and die? Along with her? Snake. People die. But death is not defeat. That's what Hemingway said. I lost Wolf, too. But that wasn't defeat.
Now we can be together.
She and I will be together forever. We didn't lose anything.
Together. Forever.
Me and you?
It's true that Wolf is dead. But our love didn't die with her. Life isn't just a game of win or lose. Don't you think? Let's live, Snake. There's a parking garage right next door. We can get to the surface from there. Come on. I released all the security locks. It'll be okay. We can escape. You have my word on it.
Otacon. You've changed.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know?
Sorry, Meryl.
It started.
Still falls over.
Those
Yeah,
guys
how
seem like
is...
they only hurry when they're destroying things.
How is everybody getting up on Rex's head?
Let them destroy it. But they can't destroy the human spirit.
What a beast.
Okay. Let's go. Meryl, I hope you're still watching me. You'll see if I'm a legendary man or not.
I do like how Otacon's talking about our love, and like I never saw Sniper Wolf indicate that whatsoever.
Come on, hustle.
Snake, it's cold outside. You'll freeze like that.
Give him your jacket.
My sneaking suit.
You better hurry.
It was like so drawn out.
Hurry!
Yes. He just needs the body warmth of his
Now
homie.
you look like yourself again.
Hug a homie from behind on the snowmobile. Sorry, Meryl.
Hurry!
Sorry, Meryl, but it had to happen. You know what had
I'll
to
take the
happen.
wheel.
You will?
Uh-oh, a surveillance camera.
Don't get shot.
Uh-oh, no key.
You bitch.
It's got keys. Let's go.
Let's. Where? This one? I want to get it.
Snake, climb in. Let's go. Use the weapon button.
I'll use the weapon.
Shoot back with it, Snake.
Yeah.
Actually, oh, I can. I can go first person. Woohoo!
Here they come!
Shit. Where?
Damn, we can't get through. Snake, gotta clear a path.
Ugh. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Sheesh!
Let's go. Snake, it's a challenge. Here they come!
Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually know how I would be shooting these guys if not for first person. It's kind of. Oh.
Not yet, Snake!
God!
It's not over yet! Liquid!
Liquid! Is he ducking under my machine gun fire? This fucking guy. Oof. Is he? There he is. Me and the boys escaping my strangely blonde brother. I got all the bullet holes. Yo, stay away from my boy. His glasses! Protect him! You can't see. Oh my god! Cinema! This is from back before they made video games for cowards.
Otacon, are you okay?
I guess so.
Otacon, can you move?
It's no use. I can't move.
Get my boy out of there. Every time you reference good boy points, Dendy posting I have a heart attack.
Damn.
Really trying to meet shield for Otacon. I respect that.
Snake. Snake!
Here it is.
Fox?
Die?
Die.
Is he just charred from the waist down?
If he's dead, that means...
Don't think about it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel!
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone?
What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 bombers have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel.
You're welcome.
About Meryl.
I already know.
Sorry, man.
Colonel?
Meryl was my daughter.
What?
I didn't find out until recently. I got a letter from her mother, my dead brother's wife. I was going to tell her after this operation was over.
Colonel,
It's okay, Snake. Thanks anyway. Snake, I'm sorry I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around there.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
There's also a helicopter waiting for you at the Fox Islands.
Okay, Roy. Are you going to be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all of Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I'll look forward to that.
Roy,
I'll bring my 50 dogs.
What?
About Fox Die. What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling's with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi?
I heard about my brother.
Frank wanted to tell you something. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought on sheer willpower until the very end.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. My brother was already dying. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar land, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I going to go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time's up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you.
That's not an answer.
Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you. Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code, inscribed into their genes. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that its genetic information houses a person's strengths or destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important.
Protect him.
The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake?
Protect him. He's still going.
I'm gonna choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from now on, I'm going to just live.
Rolling.
To pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to what will come. All life is tethered to the future. Loving each other, teaching each new generation, then the world can change.
Yes, sir!
I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Until today, I've only lived for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now?
I want to enjoy life. I really do. How about you, Otacon?
Me? I feel like a new man.
So what are you gonna do? Continue your research?
No. Science and technology are fine, but humans are my interest now.
Sounds good.
The whole reason I got into science in the first place was because I was no good with people. I was scared of them. I was scared of life. I thought that I could never understand them because they're so illogical. But I've finally learned how to like people. There's no reason for me to be afraid anymore.
You and I are more alike than I thought.
I'm no wolf, but I'm not gonna just stand on the sidelines anymore. I'm gonna stand on my own 2 feet. I'm not gonna hide anymore.
You're giving up your stealth camo?
Huh? Oh, yeah. You can have it.
Yes.
So, this is where we say goodbye to our loves as well.
And find new ones.
Want me to drive?
No thanks. I'd rather do it myself.
No problem. Where to, Snake?
My real name is David, Otacon.
I'm Hal, Dave.
Oh, that's right. Hal. Hal and Dave. That's a good one. Maybe we should take a trip to Jupiter.
So, where are you going, Dave?
I think it's time for me to look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will you find it?
I'll find it. I know I'll find it.
Hey, yo!
Incredible. As of 2003. Yeah, I can't believe how dirty they did it with rolling. It's rolling down the mountain. Yeah, I mean, rip to Meryl, but I just wanted to hang out with my boy. Sorry, Meryl. Sorry, Campbell. I knew what I had to do. I saved her the first time. Saved her, rip. I saved her the first time. You would kill Meryl for like 5 more minutes with Otacon. Cannot believe he tumbles down the mountain for 27 straight minutes. Yeah, she gets better. MGS4, she gets better. So we know that she like woke up and escaped from the building before it collapsed. We know this. Yeah, she died, but she got better. Ooh. Yeah, bros before hoes. She died and she got better. Thoughts on Twin Snakes? It was super interesting. It was really nice. I know that I only played... It was almost exactly a year ago. I played the first game only like a year ago, so I don't really have like... Oh man, it's been so long. Like, I don't have that level of nostalgia, but I had like a little bit of the... Moose? Yo, Moose! Moose! Fucks. Burrs. Moose mentioned? Yeah, it's been a year because I think I played MGS1, the PS1 version. I think I played it in February of last year. I thought it was February anyway. And so I know that it's only been like a year, so I don't have like the full-blown nostalgia yet, but I still kind of felt that way. I was still like, oh yeah, there's that thing, and oh, there's that guy, and oh, they're mentioning this, which comes back. So it was still fun to like play that part, but then the difference is really interesting. Like the slight changes were really interesting. The first-person mode was pretty interesting. It worked. It like broke the game in a few places. Like, I very much like the Ocelot fight, I think was the most obvious example. Like first person mode on the Ocelot fight just like straight up broke it. But despite the first person mode just like straight up breaking the game in a few places, I thought it was really interesting, like change and addition. I thought it was cool. How much you get paid for that cameo? Nothing. I gotta follow up with them apparently. Now that you've played this, what do you think of the fan theory that the Twin Snakes is Otacon's Chuny retelling of MGS1? You know what? Given all of the cutscenes, I can't disagree. I can't. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. All of the Matrix bullet time stuff. I can see it. It's weird that he tells everybody that Meryl died. Yeah, well, obviously it's Otacon's retelling of it. Cause he has to self-insert. He is also a Yumejo. Would he still admit to pissing himself, though? He's an honest man.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Yes. Yes, sir. Thanks to the vaccine. Yes, those two are still alive. The vector? Yes, sir. HOWDY should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, there are no other records. They've all been deleted from the base's computer. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes. Yes. Liquid is dead. The inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Of course, the other one thinks so too. Yes, sir. I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. Yes. Yes, sir. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I understand. The surveillance will continue. Yes.
Yes, sir!
Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Wait, what woman is he talking about there? The surveillance will continue? Was that supposed to be Meryl? Oh, it could be Naomi, I guess. El Speedro. I just realized it has a website. Yeah, was it supposed to be Meryl? See, she's fine. Even Ocelot says she's fine. Yeah, only 7 kills, and I feel like some of those kills were dudes who I punched and then they flipped over a railing and fell to their death. Like they weren't even intentional. I feel like more than one of the 7 kills were accidental kills. Yeah, just taking a bit of a tumble. I do like the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been taken care of. That's like, oh yeah, he would know who Ocelot is because of MGS3. See, this replaying is like blown my mind wide open. My code name is Spider. I only saved 9 times? So dangerous. Wasn't the DARPA chief Sigint? Yeah. Apparently his name's Donald. Which is why he used the nickname Sigint. Yeah, I had at least 1 or 2 dudes who like fell to their death when I was not intending to kill them. And I was like, that one didn't count, but apparently the game thought it counted. Got the camera, you got the stealth. So I got the stealth camo. I got the... What was the one I got in PS1 when I beat it? I beat it with Meryl. They give you the Infinity bandana. I feel like stealth camo is like kind of more useful. Oh, it's red because I completed it now. Well, I see what's in that. We have like 2 hours of briefings too, where I was like, yeah, this thing.
It's been a long time, Snake.
We already saw this one. But then it gives you like a whole list. Yeah, they have... Oh, I think we watched this one. Hold on. Eject! Yeah, it was all this stuff. I kind of wonder... It would be kind of interesting to watch these. Yeah, wasn't it like 2 hours long or something? I think we...
Colonel, I'm off duty now.
I think somebody said it was 2 hours. And then I got special, the dog tags. I think I picked up the camera. I think I picked up my camera during my run. Oh, so wait, there's a lot of... A lot of dog tags. Wait, can you just get dog tags from like dead dudes? Like any dead dudes? I guess I can't like look at it. It says dog tag viewer, but I can't look at it, I guess. Photo album. And take any photos. I should have, because I actually did have the camera. Previous operations, demo theater. Those are those. Boss survival, that must be like a boss rush situation. It's like in Twin Snakes, they won't allude to decisions made later in the franchise that retcon plot points here, like the batteries on nanomachines or anything. Oh. Otacon chapter? Is it just the ending? Wait, what is this? What is Otacon chapter?
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Bothersome flies. I'm so curious what this is.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is
Is this not just the game?
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the pause button and then the A button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the pause button and then the A button to receive the call. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
I want to see once I get to... Unless... What?! Wait, what is Otacon chapter? Hold on, I'm gonna Google it. MGS Twin Snakes Otacon chapter. Twin Snakes special? Nobody is talking about it. Is it just... Is it all cutscenes? Hold on. Where's my game key? I just cleaned it here. Hold on. It was cleaned. So usually I have like all my game cases laying haphazardly next to me and it's really easy. It cleaned and everything's like nice. So I actually have to get up. It's all cutscenes. So it is just a theater mode. Okay. Yeah, I actually just got a new shelf. I'm pretty proud of it. 'Cause usually next to my streaming setup, I kind of just have, or I had all of the different consoles that I used to stream. I just kind of had them like a little bit haphazardly all on the floor, and so that I could plug the cable into whatever one I needed to stream. But I was getting a little bit like, this looks messy and it's a little bit chaotic and the cable management is not good. So I got a shelf and it looks really nice. Because I tend to swap, I don't, like, a lot of the consoles I pretty much just keep in here. Because this is a pretty good TV to play stuff on, but I'm mostly streaming them. Like, I'll occasionally move one of them to another TV if I want to test something, but for the most part, like the Wii U, the GameCube, the Super Famicom, the PS1, the PS3, the PS2, my Switch dock, the analog dock, all of that can pretty much stay in here. And so I just had all of those just like kind of sitting. But for like PS5 and Xbox games, I actually, because I'm lazy, and usually when I play games, I just like to be all bundled up in bed. And so I usually have like my PS3 and my Xbox in my bedroom so that I can game amongst the pillows. And then I just kind of pick them up and move them in here when I need to stream from them. So I left like a space for them to kind of slot into. But since I never need to stream from them at the same time, I just left one space for both of them. But everything else looks really, really clean. I'm pretty proud of it. It looks nice. Cable management's looking better. Everything's coming together. Everything's coming up Maple. Usually when you hear me like rustling around to try and put a disc in or whatever, it's usually because it was just a forest of cables, but not so anymore. Not so. I am getting the first disc, but I moved all the gates. I forgot Shadow's in here. Oh, yeah, I brought my Wavebird back. Wait, hold on, let me test that, actually. I bet it doesn't have batteries. Actually, I was like, let me test my Wavebird. I have no godforsaken idea when these batteries... Yeah. It's not corroded. Yes. Ooh. Oh, Twin Snakes comes to Master Collection Volume 2. That would be really cool. I think my biggest ask for Volume 2 is still Peace Walker, because I really want like a super active online community for that. And then I hope for everyone else's sake that 4 comes to Volume 2, because like I got it working to stream it, but it was not. I had to jump through a lot of hoops. Then plug that. There's 16 channels on Wavebirds. That's crazy. What do you have? Do you have 4 groups of 4? Do you have 4 groups of 4 do you have 4 groups of 4 playing Smash Bros or something? Let's see if this bad boy works. Ugh. My biggest ask is Snatcher and Police Knots. Do you think they would put those in an MGS collection? It was built assuming people would use it in apartments. See, I don't live close to other people, so can't relate. So it really is just like a
Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
A cutscene mode.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Let me
How's that
actually.
sneaking suit working out?
How's that sneaking
but
suit?
it's a little hard to move.
So Otacon chapter is just like a full run through of the game's cutscenes if you kill Meryl, basically. A theater mode to replay the death of Meryl over and over. Or PC 98 and Sega CD games are coming to Switch, so it's a matter of time before Snatcher and Police Snots get ported. I hope so, for everybody else's sake. Like, I was really happy that I finally got to play Snatcher. And I'll be able to play Police Snots soon, TM. I accidentally sent it to Moose Parents' house. And, I don't know if...
Nuclear weapons
I don't know if my
disposal
Wavebird is
facility on
working.
Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces being led by members of Foxhound. They are demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
I'll need to figure out what's wrong with it later. A lot of retro streamers were streaming Snatcher for Christmas. See, I didn't even know it was like a Christmas time game. I waited for a long time to stream it, and I just really wanted
to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstead, Kenneth Baker.
Yeah, I got a satiator so that I could work out a way to stream Police Knots, and I accidentally sent it to Moose Parents' house. And Papa Moose is like, as we've discussed, he's kind of a crazy person.
We'll approach the
and
by sub.
So he texted me.
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Wait, let me pull it up. He texted me. So he does that thing where you like you put in for it at the post office. You put in for it at the post office, and anytime that a package gets scanned with your name and address on it, they send you like a picture of the package and basically say incoming package.
Gets as close as it can.
So that,
from there on,
I forgot what it's called, like package notification or something like that.
Special Forces Unit Foxhound.
So he has that set up for him. So basically, anytime anybody sends him anything, he's immediately freaking out, and he's like, "What is this?"
Members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity.
So.
Psycho Mantis with his
So I accidentally sent the satiator I ordered to his house, and he texts me the other day, and he's just like, package satiator?
Specialist in interrogation and
I just responded, I know what that is.
And finally, in charge of
just to like diffuse him.
Liquid Snake.
He said coming from California or something like that, and I was like, yeah, I know. I don't think it's gotten there yet. I think it was like really close though. So I need to go pay them a visit so I can pick up my satiator. I know how I messed it up. It the satiator website like only takes PayPal. Like they don't have any other kind of payment system. And PayPal still does that thing where if you have an address set as your default address, sometimes if it's in that like minified version of PayPal where it's just like, are you cool with paying this amount? And you click yes, and it's like, thanks, you've paid. And you can't like adjust your address. And I think my default address is still Moose Parents, which is like generally fine. I just forgot about it in this case. It is unfortunate to tell your parents that you're getting a satiator in the mail. Listen. I had to tell it to my bank. I've had to tell everybody. I've had to talk to so many people that I don't want to talk to about my satiator. Okay, I'm pulling it up. Hold on. I have to keep explaining myself. I have to keep explaining my satiator. Damn, they won't let you just like save the image from their site. That's kind of crazy. There we go. All right, here we go. I'll pull up the picture and I'll read you the description. I'm not a satiator expert. It was recommended to me when I asked my smarter retro friends, hey, I want to play Police Knots. I want to stream Police Knots. How would I go about streaming Police Knots? And they sent me this. And they said, get one of these bad boys. And I said, okay. So, this is the Satiator cartridge to use with a Sega Saturn. This little cartridge jacks into the video CD port of your Saturn and lets you play all your games off an SD card. No screwdriver, no soldering required, just plug and play. It's designed so you can close the video CD door with the SD card installed for a completely stealth install.
Was attacked and captured by next generation special forces being led
so basically,
by members of Foxhound.
You can
that the government turn over the remains of Big
use
Boss,
it to play like fan translations,
are not met within 24 hours. They'll launch
which is mostly weapon. That's pretty much completely what I want to use it for. I want to use it for fan translations of games that never got localized. Namely Police Knots. So yeah, so this is currently either on the way or at Papa Moose's right now, and I hope he opens the package and just sees this.
Being held as hostages.
With the name Satiator. He'll be like, what has she gotten into now? I don't want to know.
Stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
This is the man who has sent me
one-man SDV.
Every time I get a package delivered to their house. And they're like, what is this? And I'm like, oh, you can open it. I'm sure it's fine. And it always winds up being something embarrassing. The same man that sent me the picture of the Kenya rubber mat unfurled on his living room carpet.
After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You gonna play some soccer wars? So that was the other. That was another big one that I really want to play.
One that I was the commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved.
So I got almost activity. The entire way through.
Psycho Mantis with
was it Soccer Wars 5? So long, my love.
Wolf,
I got the PS2 version of it.
Decoy Octopus,
when it came out, because the PS2 version had the Japanese language and English language on 2 different discs, and the Wii version only had English, I think.
And finally, in charge of them,
and I really liked it, but I never finished it. And I've been really interested in the new one too. And I've just always been kind of interested in Soccer Wars a lot, and so yeah, that's kind of a big one that I really want to play. I've always wanted to play, what's it, 3? The one that's in Paris? So yeah, it wasn't a one-game purchase or anything. There's a bunch of games I want to try. Specifically like fan translation type of stuff. So I was like, okay, I can get down with that. Why'd you have to talk to your bank about it? Are they expensive?
The nuclear weapons disposal facility.
It's not they're expensive. I think it was.
You reach your target.
I think that the way that the transaction came through looked kind of sketchy, and so my bank was like, "What's going on here?"
This is a top secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
They called me and they were like, did you approve Paz's satiator? And I was like, yes. A lot of Saturn games are now accessible. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I do the same, like, I mean, you guys know that I'm kind of weird about emulation, and it's not like I don't judge people who emulate. I don't really care. It's literally, for me, I'm just like, oh, I just really like the feeling of playing stuff on like the original hardware that it came on, or I really like owning the game and playing the games and it feels really real or whatever. It's like a bunch of like weird mental hang-ups. But you got your unplugged. But I do, if there's ever like a situation where a game just never came out in English and it's the type of game where I'm like there's some games that I can fumble through in Japanese, but there's a lot of games where I'm like, I'm not confident that I can fumble through this in Japanese and have it be any fun. And for those types of games, like, I'm willing to jump in on the fan translation. But then, like, I like to try and find a way to do it where I can still kind of get a little bit of, like, the original feeling experience. That's, like, one thing I really like about my analog, is I have a lot of fan translations of old Game Boy games. Like, there's another Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy Color that never got localized. But there's a fan translation of it. And so, like, I can play that on my analog and it feels like very authentic because I'm playing it on a Game Boy. And it's really cool. Yeah, I just think it's neat. Down for a Saturn showcase. I almost said a Saturn showcase stream. Once you get your satiation. The bag said Maple is not the kind of woman who knows satiation. The Sega Saturn is kind of annoying to emulate, so it's cool to play those on the actual machine, yeah. Well, that's the thing is, we all know that I'm not very good at computer. So, the other part of things is like, if I'm going to need to jump through hoops to play a fan translation, I need it to be as dummy-proof as possible, and usually that means, like, some kind of hardware assistance. Like, if you, like, with the analog, it's literally just, oh, I found the fan translation, I installed it, it plays, yay, everything's great. And I'm like, if you try to ask me to make the same thing happen on a computer, I'd be like, I would type in gameboy.com and start crying. Hydrate? I need to hydrate, but I just realized that I forgot my drink downstairs. I was biting my nail. So maybe that is a sign. Maple download all the viruses at once. I just went to gameboy.net. I went to the anime highway. I went to the anime highway. What were some other weird? It was really .com, .org, and .com. You know no idea what the fuck is going on the Twitch front page right now. Sorry, I was just like... I just I opened up Twitch to read. It's just like anime yiddies flailing in my face, and I got really scared. Alright. I know it was kind of a shorter stream tonight, but I just beat the game so fast because I'm such a gamer. But it's kind of good because I actually have a lot of work to finish because, yeah. And I want to make sure that I can play Shadow tomorrow without any interruptions. There's no more MGS. That's not. They're still rising. They're still rising. I'm just waiting to see if we can get thumbnail art for it. And if so, then I'll wait for it to be done, and if not, then I will do it ASAP because I'm kind of craving it a little bit. No, Metal Gear's never over. We'll figure it out. And there's still Volume 2. When Volume 2 comes out, we'll have to see what's on there. And I can still play the original Metal Gears. So we still got stuff. We still got stuff. We got Volume 2, we got Metal Gears, we got Rising. There's plenty of MG content. I'll get a proof of concept today. Allegedly, we shall see. Yeah, we got an acid. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be, we can do a Rex model making stream. We can do so many things. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Shadow. I'm gonna try to get another ending and not like mauled this time. And then, was it Friday? Yeah, it's Friday. Friday I'm gonna be back here on Twitch playing more Gears of War 3, which I'm really excited about. MGS baby girl tier list stream. And I have plans on Saturday, so I can't stream on Saturday. I'm very excited. I snuck it into my schedule. Shadow streams have become, let's just check one of the other endings. Yeah, well, I only have like 2 more endings to go, and then I've seen all of like, generally all of the endings. But, well, I've seen like half of the endings, but I've seen one ending per like, what's it called? Per category, so then I feel like I can do the others off stream to then go get the last story so that I can play the last story, which is its own canon ending, I guess. Yeah, it's a good way to approach Shadow, and I can't play it all I can't like blast through them all at once because I'll freak out. You want a tier list MGS, you know who to call. Yeah, I'm excited. I have plans on Saturday. I'm really excited about it. So I'm gonna stream. Usually Saturday is kind of my like longer stream day, but I'm gonna play Gears, and I don't have D&D. I'm gonna play Gears on Friday, and because I don't have D&D, I can just kind of go however long I want. So that'll be my long stream day. But yeah, I'm really excited. But now that we've beaten MG, now that we've beaten Twin Snakes, and I think we'll get another Shadow ending tomorrow. I'm not sure what's gonna be next week. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do next week. I'll pray on it. I'll pray on it in front of my Otacon shrine. I feel like I'm gonna miss Metal Gear if I'm not playing a Metal Gear game, but I need to like fix myself. Anyway, so we're gonna raid Soy. Cause Soy is celebrating the second year of Twitch partner and 4th year anniversary. So I want to raid her. But yeah, I will figure out what Metal Gear thing I'm doing next. And I'll see you tomorrow for Shadow and Friday for Gears. And yeah, we can discuss my next Metal Gear steps. It can be a democratic decision. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. I hope you have a good night or good morning or good afternoon or whatever it is wherever you are. I'm so glad I got the Otacon ending, but rip Meryl. I hardly knew her. Metal Gear. I hardly knew her. Oh, Siva!